content. So let's take a look at workflow now. This is not the workflow as it happens at your workplace necessarily. It's something that I've seen as a trend, if you will. This is the way that a lot of agencies work. We start off with some kind of information architecture. So at least this is content. Someone starts off looking at the content and figuring out how can we structure this. We'll make diagrams of this because, of course, we have to have deliverables for our clients, right? This is a very legitimate step in the process, and I think it's absolutely necessary to do. And not all of this workflow is done by a designer. So everything I'm talking about today, this whole workflow, is a combination of people working together, which leads to a design. And information architecture is the beginning. And then we have interaction design. This is a tough one. Interaction design, I find this tough because I think we're all interaction designers in a way. Every decision you make, even as a developer, can influence the interaction. So this is a wireframe, actually. You probably wouldn't know. This is my biggest problem with interaction design today, is that many, and not all, interaction designers use wireframes like this as their deliverables. Wireframes used to be something very simple, and now that's how you can tell that it's a wireframe. That's the only way you can tell. It looks like a complete product. So what are we presenting here? If it's a wireframe, and it still needs to be designed, it kind of looks designed to me. This is a problem because we're reducing visual design to decoration, right? Design becomes like a color by numbers exercise. We just fill in the blanks. Put the logo in, put some color on. How many of you instantly know when there's a certain CMS being used behind a website? Just by the layout. I mean, everyone's seen it, I think. So you just look at, you're like, oh yeah, that's Drupal, you know, or that's WordPress. Because all you have to do is change the colors. It's too easy. But it's not design. Design solves problems. Design is thinking about a lot more things than just what something looks like. And so we've gotten into this situation where interaction designers are actually answering more design questions than visual designers, and visual designers are hired to make things look nice. That's not what they were trained for. Good visual designers, graphic designers, are trained in solving your problems. I would go so far as to say that I would like to see interaction designers and visual designers be combined into one job title, or at least have these people working together all the time and not have the interaction